I'm really shocked at the tone of this debate and how we're talking about immigrants as if somehow they're not real people. The people who came over after the war, my family were part of that wave of people. I'm proud to be British and part of the European community, part of, a giant society of people trying to work to make each other's countries better. I think, we seem to have forgotten that Britain is also supposed, I hope, to be a compassionate nation, a humane nation. That is the Britain I'm proud of, and I want that country back.
Just let's have your questions, see whether you strike a chord with everybody here.
We knew what we voted for in leaving the EU. Why are Remainers making out constantly that we are uneducated people that didn't understand Brexit and what we were doing?
And obviously that's what you feel.
Yes.
You feel it?
I feel we knew, I read everything, I looked into everything. It's how I felt, and I did the old-fashioned pros and cons in writing, and I wanted to leave. But people now are making out as if we're uneducated, as if we don't know what we were doing. And I just think they need to stop doing that.
Anybody else who feels that? Incidentally, throwing things at the television or shouting at it is an occupational hazard of watching Question Time. You, sir, the man behind, do you agree with her?
Yeah, I'm one of those people. I find it absolutely abhorrent that people like you come on the end and call that the British people, we lack compassion. You're essentially calling us fascist and racist just because we have concerns about immigration. I'm a primary school teacher, and I've worked at various schools where... Yes, but unfortunately that's exactly the tone that we're taking. I've worked at various schools where English is genuinely not the first language on the playground. Not between the children, but by the parents. Quite often, you go around, because once upon a time people came to this country and gradually integrated and were welcomed. We're a very welcoming nation. But when you get a massive influx of people all coming at the same time, that's what people have a problem with. That's when we get concerned when we go to the doctors and we can't get appointments. You go down to A&E and it's full. Now, people may turn around and say, no, that's racist, that's fascist, that's not acceptable. But 18 million people, just like that lady says down there, we knew what we were voting for, we know what we want to get out, and the sooner we start it and trigger Article 50, the better.
All right. Laurie? Laurie first. No, you go first. Laurie, keep it short, so we must move on.
All right, to try and answer both of your questions. Look, firstly, I don't believe that people who voted Brexit are stupid. I think, unfortunately, some people may have been lied to and manipulated, and that is not the point. Excuse me.
Say that some people don't have privilege when you basically just said that trans people aren't valid. They're not a thing. They're just girls pretending to be boys or boys pretending to be girls.
Okay. Oh, someone's excited. Okay.
Biological, but gender is a completely different thing.
No, gender is not disconnected from sex. So
it's not completely disconnected, but it's still a cultural thing. It's still from society. It's
okay. No, it is not in the mind. Okay, you're not a man if you think you're a man. And I didn't say pretending, or if I did, I shouldn't have said pretending. Let me amend.
I said playing.
Okay, I said a boy who thinks he's a girl. That's the usual phraseology I use. Not playing. I usually say a boy who thinks he's a girl or a girl who thinks he's a boy, which is technically what we're talking about here. The idea that sex or gender are malleable is not true. Okay, and I'm not denying your humanity if you're a transgender person. I am saying that you are not the sex to which you claim to be. But if you are going to dictate to me that I'm supposed to pretend that men are women and women are men, no. My answer is no. I'm not going to modify basic biology because it threatens your subjective sense of what you are.
Okay, but you're still saying these kids should not be accepted because they don't really fit in either place? They can't just
I'm saying that the Boy Scouts have a standard. You must be a biological boy to be a Boy Scout. You have to be a boy to be a Boy Scout.
Where's that written though? Okay.
In the name Boy Scouts. because this is a very because for all of human history, boy meant boy and girl meant girl.
You said that you wanted to engage in the values of America. What are they?
Easily. Responsibility.
That's a value.
Hard work. That's what American dream is all about.
Responsibility.
You work hard. Hey, being a 5'4" Asian guy in this world is not easy, okay?
Being a black man in America is not easy, but
I understand.
No, but wait, let me clarify some shit for your ass, because you want to bring up 5'4" and Asian. Because let's clearly say this: Asian model minority, Asian people. You were placed in that position by the government because they felt bad once they did determine. And there have been sociologists, psychologists. I know.
You're a victim.
But you would not know. There's no difference in the delineation at one point. There was no difference in the system.
He just said there's a center.
I didn't ask you. I asked him. You're the same guy from last time. I'm not talking to you.
Oh, that's nice. Dismiss people. He just explained it to you, and then you talked all over him. You railroaded him.
You're the same guy from last time.
He just explained it to you.
I'm almost certain. Can I explain?
Hold the cops.
Yeah. I got that one on camera. I remember that one. That's fine. But
ignore them. This is kind of.
I'm not. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? You like it?
Talk to him.
I'm good.
Talk to him.
I love cameras, by the way.
Yes. Continue. Quit deflecting.
It's very constructive for me.
Jesus. Okay.
My parents did not know how to speak English, so what did they do? They worked as a janitor that cleaned toilets, all with the thought of making my life better as they bring me up through education. And then as they were able to save enough money, then they were able to go to night school to learn basic English and tool, and they were able to work at a CBS to develop film. So that was their next piece. Okay? So as an immigrant, that's your responsibility to quickly work hard to be self-sufficient, to give back to the country that allows you to come in here.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. Now, the reason why I voted for Trump is I want that accountability back. Now, the message that I get from the progressive movement is that we're all victims all the time. If I'm a minority and I'm not successful, it's the white person that has been pushing me down. If I'm white and not successful, it's the 1% that has taken advantage of me. That's their victim mentality. The other thing is, if a kid that goes in school and shoots somebody, you know what they don't blame the kid. They blame the teachers for not identifying that, oh, that's a troubled kid Joe was.
We should have blame teachers for that.
Oh my God, I heard that.
I want us to circle back to your point.
It's victimhood. It's never your responsibility. And that's what I feel like this new voice, what he's saying is, we're going to make America great. And part of what I think America great is taking responsibility by giving you opportunity. No, I do not live in a horrible
country. So how do you make something great?
By having everybody take accountability for their lives.
You got mail. Our terror is not for sale.
Go back to the fucking commune, you hippies.
Shut up, you fucking idiot.
Shut up, you grape-looking slut. Look at you, fat bitch.
Michel Platini, Jurgen Klinsmann, Didier Deschamps, Iker Casillas, and now a topless feminist has lifted the European Cup. Jana, an activist in the feminist group Femin, peeled down her top, revealing the words, flip Euro 2012. Well, something like that. She then tried to pinch the famous trophy. Luckily, security forces were on hand and couldn't have been quicker to surround her, scuppering her plans. Femin believes Euro 2012, which will run in Ukraine from June 9th to July 1st, will lead to a surge in prostitution in the former Soviet Republic and entrench the country as a sex tourist destination in Europe. The group is planning to carry out a series of stunts during the tournament.
Donc si je vais sauter aujourd'hui, c'est pour prouver à tous les hommes qui n'ont pas choisi de filles ou de femmes pour ce défi que les femmes aussi ont assez de courage pour sauter dans l'eau et ont assez de cran. Voilà. Bon, quand je parle de sauter dans l'eau, c'est pas un petit orteil, hein, mesdames, hein, c'est sauter entière dans l'eau comme des hommes. Voilà, j'en profite aussi pour faire passer un message. Si je saute aujourd'hui, c'est aussi pour lutter contre les inégalités hommes-femmes qui persistent dans notre société actuelle. Donc à mon tour, je dois choisir 3 personnes qui vont devoir sauter dans l'eau. Sinon, elles vont devoir me payer le restaurant. Donc forcément, ces 3 personnes seront des femmes, comme je suis là pour défendre les femmes. Donc ces 3 personnes seront Élise Bove, Elodie Darras et Julia Minet. Voilà, donc je n'ai qu'une chose à vous dire.